Okay, good evening, everyone. Tonight I'm going to be interviewing Ray Seagrave, who's one of Tri Coaching Partnership's top trainers. So I'm just going to see if I can invite him in. So just bear with me. I've got Sally Kerr in. Ray's just coming in. So, yep. So hopefully it'll pop up at the side of the screen. Evening, Ray.
Good evening, and good evening, everyone. It's great to be here.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We've got a whole four people watching at the moment, Ray. So I shall waffle on a little bit for a minute or so, but not for too long. Ian
Okay.
Davis is in watching. Sarah's in watching. James Hankins. Sally's in watching. Hi, Sally. She said hi, Graham. So just as the audience builds, she said hi, Ray. Mark Quincy's in watching. So once we get into double figures, people will. Well, it's just jumped to 11 already, Ray. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I've said at the beginning, I'm going to interview Ray. Ray's one of our trainers who's going to be delivering the BTEC Level 4 Professional Award in Coaching for Driver Development. He's been a trainer with Tri Coaching Partnership for some time. But what I want him to do is to just probably introduce himself. So, Ray, just tell the audience a little bit about yourself as a driving instructor. You can also chuck in your hobbies as well, if you want, because I know what they may well be.
Yeah, great. Okay. Well, I became an ADI about 10 years ago, and it was the old Part 3 at the time, which a lot of you guys will remember. Certainly, I remember the old Part 3. So I've been an ADI now for about 10 years. Really enjoy that relationship in the car, and really enjoy what as driving instructors we do, and how we help train a skill for life. And sometimes we don't realize that when somebody passes their driving test, that the skills they carry those forward into other areas of their life, and it's fantastic to see that sort of development. So I'm quite passionate about that, and I really enjoy that element.
Okay. All right, Ray. I just want to ask you about how you found out about Tri Coaching Partnership and what have you done with them since you found out about them?
Well, I found out about Tri Coaching Partnership. I think it was about 2012. I'd been carrying out my work as an ADI for a while, but I just felt there was something missing. And I've always been the sort of person that's been into personal development, and I've always thought, how can I do something better? And sometimes you come across situations in the car, and you think, and you reflect afterwards. You think, well, how can I do that better, both for me but also for the pupil? So about that time, I was looking around. I think I was very fortunate because I know I've now come to understand that the DVSA were doing some work over in Europe, and that has had a massive impact on the driver training industry, with elements of the driver rider standard changing. And I sort of came into that at the start of the process. So I was quite fortunate, quite happy to do that, because I saw some of the changes that were coming in, and I thought to myself at the time, this is the sort of thing that I really want to get into. I was quite interested about coaching. Prior to that, I've got an accreditation in life coaching, so I understood a little bit about coaching, but not in the context of driver training.
So
And that's when I found you.
Sorry, Ray, what course did you first go on with Tri Coaching Partnership?
Well, that's when I sought out what else was out there, and a lot of what was coming up was Tri Coaching Partnership. I think originally it was the on Facebook or maybe on the internet, but I was looking for something that really went into the subject in depth, that I could get a qualification in, that I could then say to my pupils, well, I've gone through this training, and there's something, I'm accredited here for something, it means something. rather than the day's training here or the day's training there. So I was looking for something a bit more substantial, and that's when I came across you guys, Graham. So about 2013, 2012, something.
Okay, so tell us about that journey through. I presume you're talking about the BTEC Level 4. So tell us about your journey through the BTEC Level 4 and what's the outcome for you?
Okay. What I didn't realise it at the time, but actually it was a journey. I knew that I was doing some things that I could relate to in the car that was coaching, and the BTEC Level 4 really just expanded all those things, expanded those horizons, and really went into the depth and detail that I was looking for. So it really opened up my thinking. I mean, before I got into coaching, I thought coaching was just asking questions. But it was so much more than that. And the BTEC 4, that just opened my eyes up to so many different areas and avenues, and got me to understand more about how to be client-centered. Although at the time, CCL didn't exist in that, in those terms that everyone now knows.
Okay. All right. So you went through your BTEC Level 4. By the sounds of it, you enjoyed it thoroughly. What has it done for you on completion? Because it is a continued journey. So you completed your BTEC Level 4. So what has that done for you on your journey?
Well, one of the massive things it did for me was give me the confidence to do other things. That
word, I just want to pause you because that's really good to hear. Confidence. It's hard. It's a hard commodity to get, and so it's really important that people understand that they can build their confidence through this course. So what else has it done for you? Tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, I think every module there was an element of confidence growing throughout the whole journey going through the BTEC 4. But then it really reinforced that I could go on to do other things. So my journey didn't stop with the BTEC 4. In fact, that's where it started. And I then subsequently went on to do other training courses with Try Coaching, because still looking out there, I decided to commit myself to Try Coaching. Some of the best trainers I've ever been with, and some of the courses that I could then go on to do really helped with my personal CPD. So that meant that I could grow my driving school, which was one of the things I wanted to do. I've subsequently become an audit registered trainer. I don't think I could have had the confidence to do that if I hadn't done the BTEC 4. I've then gone on now to become a trainer. So I train PDIs and ADIs. I've done standards check training, skills development training, all things that I sort of thought that would be nice to do, but never really had the confidence to take that next step. So for me, that was one of the biggest things. It really opened up the doors.
Because you also have, through Try Coaching Partnership, diversified into the fleet market as well, Ray, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, when I first qualified as an ADI, I took additional advanced driver training, which many ADIs do, things like ROSPA and IAM, and part of that was going for fleet and getting my fleet badge. And then subsequently, that took went into the background for a while until the opportunities came across, and they came out through having done the trainer course, and I'm now an accredited trainer with Try Coaching, of course, then able to do other things that Try Coaching offer. So, for example, fleet training is one of those things, and I really enjoy those sessions because you're dealing with company car drivers and guys that are out there on the road every day, collecting these bad habits that can increase risk. But it's talking to them and helping them discover how their thoughts, and how they feel about things and what their beliefs are that can sometimes cause behaviours. So I've gone on to changes in behaviours. So I've gone on to go down the fleet route, and I really enjoy that because it's for me it's about changing hearts and minds to reduce the risks down.
Absolutely. Because also you've started to present as well. You deliver workshops for us, don't you?
Yeah, I do workshops on driver risk, and I really enjoy those. You've got a group of people with some quite large businesses in the UK, and they're out there every day doing it for their business. And sometimes, you know, what they do in the car isn't at the forefront of their mind. So helping them discover where the risks are and what the consequences to some of those actions might be in workshops like that are quite a powerful thing. Some of the attendees have called that, what they said, a cathartic experience, where they look at themselves and they begin to understand themselves and understand what causes some of the behaviours. So yeah, I really enjoy those.
Okay, excellent. So if I'm right, you know, you start your journey as an ordinary ADI, you know,
Yeah.
just do your job. You come and do the BTEC Level 4 Professional Awarding Coaching for Driver Development. It blows apart everything that you've ever done before and opens your mind to a new way. And since then, it's expanded your business, ADI training, ADI CPD training, PDI training,
Yeah.
fleet training, and now you're going to be presenting the BTEC Level 4 on behalf of Tri Coaching Partnership.
And I am really looking forward to that, because it's a way for me. It's almost like I've come full circle in a way. I started off with the BTEC 4. I've gone on this fantastic journey of development and opportunity, and and sometimes, you know, you can help a pupil in car to take that same journey, but to help an ADI do that and discover some of the things that I discovered, to open up their opportunities and sometimes change what can be, you know, quite rigid patterns of thought to one that's now got an open mind to different things that offer them different opportunities is going to be amazing for me. I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay, so, you know, for us, Tri Coaching Partnership, we're really pleased that, you know, part of our promise to the ADI community really is to develop ADIs, and you are just one of our success stories where we're making that promise come true of developing ADIs and giving them that opportunity. So I'd like to thank you, Ray, for being part of the journey with Tri Coaching Partnership, and being part of our team, and also to say the opportunities are out there for all ADIs if they want it. We don't give it away, they've got to want it. So is there anything you want to add to tonight before I close it off?
Well, only to say that I know from experience now, and having been in the industry for 10 years, there are a lot of ADIs out there with passion. Sometimes that passion tends to be knocking at a closed door, and they might feel that they're on their own, that you know, their opportunities are limited. Then all of a sudden they might get, you know, drawn down by, you know, being in a car and not really having any other opportunities to look forward to. That pretty much was where I was, but I'm pleased to say that what I've been through, that journey that I've been through, is available to every ADI, and if I can help with that passion that they've got to draw it out into bigger opportunities, then I'd look, you know, that's really the next part of my journey, and I'm looking forward to that.
Okay, all right, Ray. Thank you for being part of this interview. We are going to continue to interview our trainers as we go along, because we want to show the ADI community who our people are. And just to say, at Tri Coaching Partnership, we're proud of every single one of them. So thank you for joining me tonight, Ray. I hope those of you who have watched have got some benefit out of this, and just maybe spark some interest for you, so that you know there's an opportunity for you to grow any which way you want. Okay, thank you, Ray. I'm going to close this off. Good night, everyone. Have a good evening. I'm going to go have something to eat. Be good. Cheers. Bye-bye.